Hello and welcome to our video on problem statements. This is the problem statement tutorial for the problem statement tool. My name is Matt Kroll and I am the owner and principal of Chalmers Street Consulting. What do we need to think about first when we're writing a problem statement? First of all is this a problem for me or is it a problem for everybody? There's a difference. So, something that might be a problem for you might not be a problem for someone else. And that's where we run aground oftentimes when we're trying to solve problems, is we haven't effectively established that this is a problem and you should care about it. We need a common definition so that it's easy for other people to see problems. Now, to create that common definition, what we need to define is what's expected. What is the standard? That should be written and documented in such a way that it can be communicated throughout the organization, and we can compare the expected standard to what we're actually getting, right? And then we can start to say, hey, is there a problem here? So that's the way we define a problem. It's not a problem because you think it's a problem. It's not a problem because somebody else says it's a problem. It's a problem because we know this is the standard, right? That's what we say here. And we know here's how we're currently working. That's the current state operation. And there's a gap between those two things. They aren't the same, and they should be the same, right? If everything is operating in, normal, high-performing conditions, then we should be able to say the standard and the current state are the same. When those two things separate, like we see on screen here, that's where we have a problem, okay? So we find these things, we discover these things through our conversations with customers, through performance feedback, employees, in CI Mastermind, or in this platform that we're using. We will help you to explore problems or find problems through waste walks. That's another tutorial and another tool that I want to encourage you, if you're here and you haven't done that one yet, I think you should definitely consider going and taking a look at that one. And then once we have a problem, we see a problem, we need to write a problem statement. And that's what this template that you're in is all about. It's about understanding who is experiencing the problem, that's the customer. What product or service are they experiencing that problem on? Where is that problem discovered? When was it discovered? Why is it a problem for our customer? And how was it discovered? And how big is the impact, right? We want to understand all those things. So if we go to the Chalmers Street tool, we can see that this is where you're at, right? And you're going through the tutorial. We see that we have a very simple check sheet. And really the only purpose, or the main purpose, I should say, of the check sheet is to force you into the habit of asking if you've covered off on all of these questions when you wrote your problem statement. If you haven't, then you're leaving something open, and you're leaving yourself open to confusion when you're trying to explain the problem statement to somebody. If you have, you're good to go. So all we did was we created a simple checklist, right, for you to go put your problem statement in. Let's see, the Acme company received the wrong shipment of 1,000 Type B screws last week, which shut down their production process, the production line. Okay, that seems like a significant why, so we can check that off. The Acme company, that's a who. It's Type B screws, so we know we can go focus on that what. It was at our customer site, so we know that's where the problem was found. It was last week, right? So that's the when. It was found in by the receiving group, so that's how it was found. And then we know there was 1,000, so that's how many. Good, that looks like a good, simple problem statement. I can take it to my boss, I can show it to my peer, and we can start working on that problem, okay? So it's a simple tool, but really important for you to think about those check sheet items, cross them off, and make sure your problem statement covers all bases, okay? So let's get to the solving. Thanks.